it's possible to see, but rose harvest is over. Yeah, roast harvest is over, but you can still find a rose every now and then. The next few weeks is just far and few between. So I wasn't able to get to this field this spring, and you can see that the grass is just gone wild. And want to talk about this shredder or cutter, whatever you want to call it, that I got, hoping to be able to cut the grass and then maybe have it to use in the future. The AG125. So it's 120 centimeters length, and what's nice is it's very maneuverable, although there are some points where you can overextend it and there's no sort of protection to stop you from overextending it and doing something silly. Anyways, I was excited to get it, and it came with little hammers. Yeah, but when I started using it, it worked for about 20 minutes, and then it just got wound up with grass and the belts. It's a belt-driven system. The belts just heated up and started smoking. I stopped it, pulled out all the grass, went home, and the thing was still smoking, so I undid the guard here. I took out the cover, and the belts were absolutely junk. They were all three were shredded, dry rotted, and called the dealer. They replaced them. They were Chinese belts. Not that there's anything wrong with Chinese belts, but the dealer was thinking that maybe it was because of the length of time that it sat in their yard. Kind of feel a little bit gypped with the dealer, because I asked him for something that was pretty beefy and serious, and I don't think this is beefy at all. I think this is like the lighter version of what I was expecting or hoping for. But anyways, they suggested that I switch over to knives and see how that goes. So I bought the knives for this machine. Now this is what they look like underneath. These machines are manufactured in Italy. Yeah, but the diff here is manufactured in somewhere in good old China, probably. That's why the belts were from China, and I guess they just do the other stuff in Italy. Anyways, I don't know if it's just this dealer, but when they sold me the knives, one, they weren't sharp, which is annoying, because how are you gonna cut grass and stop it from binding up if the knives are duller than the little hammers that it came with? So I had to go and individually try and sharpen each one as best as I could. Then the next problem, hold on, actually flip it over so you can have a look at it instead of just sitting there like. Yeah, so that's better. Anyways, so the next problem occurred when I took the hammers off, started putting these on, and it turns out that these are actually too big, and they would hit the guard here. Yeah. So I sent a picture to the dealer. Couldn't do anything, didn't care much, I guess. So I had two options, either to individually cut each knife, which would take forever, or start cutting into the damn guard, which I ended up doing. And you can see this used to be just all teeth, and yeah, the knives would impact here. So obviously these knives were the wrong size, because I started cutting most of the places where it would hit, and when I thought I had them all, I turned it on and just slightly turned on the PTO, and the thing started hammering like it was going to explode. So I had to go over 2-3 times just to get them cut deep enough so that all of these knives in their full range of motion wouldn't hit this little guard here. Anyway, I started using it now. It's been working okay, knock on wood, but I'm gonna go into this field, and this is where it's really gonna be tested, because this is about the worst grass that I can find. And if you can manage this, then at least I'll be able to use it for that. Okay, so anyways, if you're looking for something like this, keep in mind that this is probably made for tractors that are about 30 horsepower and up. So for a smaller tractor, I think this is okay. Definitely think twice before you get the knives, but especially if you're in this part of the world. But otherwise, for larger tractors, I would suggest to try and get a little something beefier. This is all that I could afford at the time, but I don't know, I would have probably spent a little more money and bought something beefier, because it's really too light. It's too light, and it's still quite expensive. Yeah, I spent about I don't know, I guess $3,000, $3,000 something on it. So for that kind of money, I'd hope that it's a little beefier. Bad grass. Anyways, there's some bad stuff coming up here. See how it does. Start standing up like that or going over the other side, that's when you know that something that's getting bunched up or full of grass. it's not full of crud. Alright, so it's gonna be slow, but can do it. Yeah, so it's just a situation where, you know, hopefully it can do a job if it can't do every job, and be happy with it. Well, I was doing good, but eventually got into really heavy grass. Maybe I should have slowed down a little, but I think it started stalling out and it up. So yeah, this is what happens when I guess the really thick stuff. But still, the knives are a massive improvement over the hammers. Just gotta pull all this shit out and get going again. Hopefully the belts aren't too... it's not too warm. Although I've smoked them a few times, so who knows how much life they have left in them. The good thing is you can turn it to the side so you don't have to be crawling underneath it. That's nice. it's not wound up as tight, so I think I caught it fairly early. That's a little better. Get a good look at the knives. But yeah, this stuff here is ridiculous. The knives were way too big, way too long. Anyway.